Hey everybody, Chris here on a Friday night. Tonight we're going to be talking about what caused Dogecoin and crypto to drop yesterday. Yeah, we see this right there, this big red candle to drop. We were live right after that happened last night, talking about it immediately. But now we've had a day to think about it. Crypto markets have recovered a little bit. We'll be showing that in more detail as well. And then looking at crypto trading into the weekend. So welcome. Let me drop down in the corner here so we can get the chart nice and big like I like it here. If you're watching this on the video after the live stream, that means you weren't here with me on Friday night, so you can't take part in the chat. But you can always leave a comment below. So invite you to do that as well, because I do read comments. And always, please give the video a like and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And so what happened here? So last night we were live right as Dogecoin was recovering from this big 5 to 6% drop that happened like very, very quickly. And this green circle means that I made a purchase here. I bought some Doge at 7.39 cents. And here we are at 7.66 now, turning down a little bit. So we'll be watching that as well and see whether that downturn seems to be something that's sustained or not. But Doge had a nice steady incline of recovery, unlike Bitcoin. Bitcoin just went straight. Bitcoin has just been straight since the drop last night. So we'll be seeing how Bitcoin recovers as well. And of course, just a reminder, this was not unexpected. If you were with me a week ago, I drew this white line predicting that Bitcoin was going to be dropping. It just looked like that was going to be the case. And here we are. So to me, this was not unexpected. I was not buying any crypto when Bitcoin was up here above 23,000. I bought a little bit of Doge right in here at 7.9. That was just a little bit, but then bought a lot more down here at 7.39. So feeling good about that. We've had some other cryptos that have recovered a little better. Immutable X, Ethereum Classic, EOS. A few others have had some good gains over the past 24 hours. So we can talk about that if you want to as well. But right now, again, what the heck happened, right? What was going on? And we look at this article here, and this was Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Dogecoin plunge. And of course, I'll look into the week ahead. But Bitcoin down nearly 5%. And the trading was counter to what was going on in the S&P 500. Typically, what has been happening is the S&P 500 goes up, Bitcoin goes up, S&P 500 goes down, crypto goes down. That was generally how things were going. But now there's been a divergence. S&P 500 was up this week, and we had this big drop in the crypto market here yesterday, which didn't happen in the stock market. So, yeah, a little counter to what was going on there. And so we look at Dogecoin sees price fall 6%, recovery measures providing optimism. And that's what we're looking at today. It's a little optimism going forward. The entire crypto industry has responded negatively to the Silvergate bank dilemma. So Silvergate providing sort of these on-ramping of fiat to crypto exchanges like crypto.com and others. And also off-ramping as well. And don't really know what happened with Silvergate still, but that was like one of probably a few dominoes that kind of led to this drop. We'll talk about a few more in a minute. Crypto Slate reported that the market cap for crypto fell by $51 billion. And that all happened in about half an hour. It's like $50 billion was cut out of the market cap of crypto. And that all happened very quickly. Dogecoin price dips. Here's what might cushion the decline. So You Today has this article here. And this was looking back actually before the crash. And let me see, it was one of these articles here. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. So it was this one here. So this was published, I want to say it was a week ago, was this article. And that crypto is not under attack. The SEC chair denies Operation Choke Point. So the SEC was like, crypto not under attack. We're not doing anything. But then you have things like this. The Cabosi letter, the timeline of the crypto crash today. So this was written last night. Coinbase suspends Silvergate payments. SEC says crypto exchanges are not safe. What? Crypto exchanges aren't safe? Well, if the SEC says that, then what about that choke point a few weeks ago when they were denying saying anything bad about crypto? Anyway, Crypto.com also suspends Silvergate payments. FTX confirms there's $8.9 billion. That's going to go right to that. $8.9 billion in missing funds. That's right. They only have like 200 or 300 million out of what is on the books as over $8 billion of customer assets. Where did all of it go? SBF. Thus leading to crypto losing a lot of money. This can't be a coincidence, is what he's saying. Can't be a coincidence. Well, we look at the charts and we look at total, and there's the big drop. This is the $1 trillion crypto market line. We were up at about 1.03 trillion, dropped down to about 980 billion. So big drop, been pretty much sideways since then. So yeah, that's pretty tough to see. All of these things, coincidence or not? Coincidence or not? So from the bankruptcy of FTX to all of these things that have been happening. Now, January was pretty quiet in terms of the FUD against crypto, and we saw big gains in the crypto market. But in February, it's just been one thing after another. And I don't know when that's going to end. And what's the latest? The latest is Binance. That's right, Binance. Security Exchange Commission intervened on a bid by the exchange's U.S. affiliate, that's Binance US, that I use as an exchange, to buy the assets belonging to bankrupt crypto lender Voyager. So why won't the SEC allow Binance US to buy out Voyager and help out all of the people that have their crypto still stuck on Voyager? Seems like Binance US would be a great vehicle to be able to take that over and be able to get users some large percentage of their assets back. But the SEC is saying no. And then it's also reported here that an SEC government official, unnamed, speaking at a bankruptcy hearing to determine if Voyager should be sold to Binance US, said the agency's staff believes Binance US is operating an unregistered securities exchange in the US. Unregistered securities exchange. So now I'm just left wondering, well, why doesn't the SEC just define for everyone very clearly what's a security and what's not a security, so the exchanges can figure out how they need to operate instead of listening to this crap? Because they're just throwing these blanket statements out there without providing clear guidelines on how it's supposed to happen. Because we had Kraken, a month or two ago, that ended up paying like it's $1 million fee and stopping its percentage earn program because the SEC was throwing FUD at them. So it looks like they're going after Binance now too. Now there's no bankruptcy or anything happening with Binance. However, you read this FUD and you're like, are they just looking for a fine to be paid from them? Like, what is the SEC doing with all this money they're collecting in fines? I don't get it. But the uncertainty of all these things on top of the bad economy we have, sliding into a recession like we are with high interest rates and high inflation, uncertainty about the war and what's happened with Ukraine and Russia, and still, energy issues all over the world, all of that just leads to eventually a drop in the market. I was expecting the drop to happen to go a little slower, but things came to a head here and it just dropped. So that sudden drop also, like we were talking about last night, I also think that part of it was the ongoing battle against those using leverage and those shorting. And that's what this chart is here. So this is on CoinGlass, and this is total liquidations. We look back at the 13th of January, and we had a short squeeze in January, and so there was like $492 million in one day on a short squeeze that happened. It's the price of Bitcoin was going up. But now we have the drop in Bitcoin over here, and we see this in green, this big candle here in green up, which is about 220, $230 million of long leveraged positions that were opened up. So that's the market makers like clearing out those that are shorting, those using leverage, because they can. And that's what happens when you see this immediate drop. This is liquidation is what this is. But there's all this other FUD and all this other stuff going on as well. So that's my take on what I see happening with this drop. But we are seeing a nice, slow, steady recovery here with Doge and a lot of other cryptos. Again, not Bitcoin. Bitcoin's just hanging out, going sideways. So a little uncertainty there about which way Bitcoin's going to go. But that's what I see happening here. Will we see another dip and there'll be another buying opportunity for those looking to buy dips? Probably. Will it be down at this level? What came down to 7.32 as a low here, or will we see something maybe even more? We don't know. I think that'll depend a lot on what's going on over the weekend. Going to be looking at Sunday night maybe as a time where we might see a little more volatility. I'm expecting the volume to be pretty low on Saturday, but we'll see. I thought that was last weekend too, but yet we had some movement on last Saturday. But typically Saturdays are kind of low volume, and then Sundays we start to see things pick up. But in the weekend, again, the stocks have stopped trading. It was a green day, the stock market today. We'll see on Monday whether there's a retracement back down in the stocks. So Monday we could have some red in the markets, but that's still a long ways off. Today, right now, we're just looking at Doge right now, 769 right now, 769 for Doge. A nice trading up. So thank you, Ron. Thanks for coming in, getting it on. Joe, thank you. Invite everyone to hit the like button. Certainly that does help the video get out there, helps the channel. So appreciate all the support there as well. So that's what I have tonight. Again, we're slow recovery, so that's good. We didn't have another big drop happening after this one, so that's good. And as we've seen with Doge has good trading support on it, so it keeps it from dropping a lot. But again, everything dropped down here from Bitcoin to Ethereum. They all had these big drops and these red candles. So that was across all of crypto. So so thanks for tuning in, those who are here, and those watching on the video. I'm on every night, 9 o'clock. So please join in. Appreciate the support, and we'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.